Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to make sure you know all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on all new episodes of Wade's World, Boob Windows and Long Boxes, our Hard R movie reviews, and so much more, all completely uncensored. Access starts for as little as $1 a month, full videos when you pledge $3 a month. Check us out at the link in all of our show notes, or just go straight to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
I love Batman.
Hooray.
Oh, please, why? He loves the Batman. So he should be very happy because we're doing another episode of We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
Batman podcast.
That's right. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, known around the world, it is.
Hey y'all, Queen of the 69, Lilith Hellfire. It's Friday night, little feisty. Hashtag deal with it.
Wow. Let's drink a couple of those bags, kid. Still looking for that sponsorship bag. Breakfast at night. Well, we'll get to some new Batmans, but before that, we're going to be covering classic issues, Detective Comics 601, 602, and 603. From 1989. Big year for the Batman.
I mean, it's June 1989, you know? It's a big year for Batman, period.
I was going to say, did something happen in June of 89 for Big with Batman? I can't put my finger on it. What was it?
Tim Burton? Oh my god! Okay, side note, real quick. TikTok was like, imagine if Tim Burton made a superhero film, and I was like, I'm too old. I'm logging off the app because Tim Burton made Batman in 1989.
Wait, who said that?
There's kids that weren't even alive. A bunch of TikTok kids that were born in like 2000 that don't know nothing.
I told you.
They only know the MCU. I swear, anybody born out like 2000 and they said they like comic books, no, they're talking about the MCU. Like comic book movies.
I told you, my son Luke has 8th, and anything from a year that starts with 19 is so old.
Yeah, the late 1900s.
The last century.
That's what they call it. I'm just like, oh my god, stop.
The last century.
Oh god. But yeah, I just find that really funny. There's like whole swaths of people that are like old enough to drink that don't readily know about, you know,
well, that's why
Tim Burton's Batman.
Well, when you think about it, you know, that's a lot of the reason. I mean, of course, Nolan's Batman's. Well, well, first
even that, like,
I know
people that swaths of people that don't even recognize that movie.
Well, that's what I realized. I'm like, why are some people like defend the Snyder Cut so hard? It's like for some people, that's their first DC movies. You poor children.
But then there's Tyler. I love you, Ty, but
Tyler's just too nice. That's what it is.
Just real life Clark Kent.
Exactly. All right.
But anyway, yeah, I thought that was just kind of funny because that's the month that this issue was released. So let's talk about some tulpas, baby. I feel like I'm talking about an episode of Supernatural, but we'll roll with it.
I think this was like the first arc of Detective I bought like brand new. So yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Because, alright, kids, let's get into this. Detective Comics 601 from June 1989, like we said. Of course, writer Alan Grant, and of course, penciler Norm Brayfogle. Inker Steve Mitchell.
What's up, Norm?
What up? Hey, everybody, Norm! There's kids too young to even get that. Alright, inker Steve Mitchell, colorist Adrian Roy, letterer Todd Klein, editors Dennis O'Neill and Dan Raspler.
When you're feeling fancy.
Dennis? All right.
May he rest in peace.
Yes, exactly.
May he not be judged by the Spectre.
Ooh. So yes, Tulpa Part 1, Monster Maker.
I mean, it is Gotham, so. This is so funny, though, because it's like, speaking of Nolan's Batman, it reminds me whether he's racing the Ferrari pulls up. I'm just like, yeah, Nolan. Yeah. Hashtag Nolan vibes.
Yeah, yes, kids. While waiting for a red light to change, yes, Batman's sitting in a red light. Yes, to change. Batman is challenged by another man driving a Ferrari.
Could you imagine how small your wiener has to be if you see Batman at a red light and you rev your Ferrari? Could you imagine the audacity of it all?
Yeah, but when we get the whole story, I mean, you kind of, you know.
I'm just saying, like, that is a great what if. What if Batman rakes me back?
Well, maybe he thinks Batman's penis is small because, you know, look at that huge jet engine on the back of his car. You know, it's like, damn. It's a load of weight.
No, if his wiener was small, he would pleasure Catwoman orally. That's just true. How that works out.
That's true.
Well, look how big it is.
Maybe it wasn't a sock after all when Batman damned.
It's a load of mate. It's a load of mate.
Gotta have some big D energy to not do that. That's all I'm saying.
That's just a really nice package.
Keep going. I was going to say I have plenty of penis euphemisms coming from Ray. Okay, so go.
Because Ray likes it long, and Ray likes it hard.
I'm sorry, Ray.
It's Batman, so you know Ray'll never hear this.
Because Ray likes it hard,
and Ray likes it long. Ray's not gonna hear this.
That's so funny. I just have them like right in a row too. Ray likes it hard, Ray likes it long, and then the third one down. Ray's not gonna hear this.
Ray's not gonna hear this. Russell, please let him know.
Does Russell like it long? Does Russell like it hard?
He likes Joker nuggets.
Oh, true.
That's what he likes. But back to the story.
We're already here, kids.
This is such a ridiculous story.
I know. Because
in a good way. I mean it in a good way.
Batman doesn't fall for the taunt and watches as the maniac speeds through the city, not waiting for the green light and running away above the speed limit. When the red light changes, Batman starts the chase with the Batmobile and decides to test the driver.
No.
I'm like, what is this, 66? He's sitting there waiting for a red light? And decides to test the vehicle's capabilities against the Ferrari. Turning on the turbojet, the Batmobile catches up with the Ferrari in no time.
Hit the NOS! Batman Fast and Furious crossover confirmed.
As long as you have...
Vin Diesel for Batman! Oh, wait, he's already got blood. No.
As long as you have family.
He doesn't need another superhero.
Did you see all those memes? Family?
Oh, yeah.
Sticking Vin Diesel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, he catches up to the Ferrari, but they get spotted by the police.
It's funny, yes, because but both vehicles have been spotted by a couple of police officers who start to chase them as well. Okay, I remember that so many people wrote in letters about this because the one cop says, "Oh, they're going to be in the way as fast they're going, they'll be in Canada in 5 seconds." Everyone was like, "Wait a minute, is Gotham City like Detroit or something?"
It's Detroit! Confirmed!
I know! That's why when everyone started saying, like Charlie or you were saying it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, yes.
I mean, they did shoot, yeah. I mean, Justice League Detroit starts making a whole lot of sense.
Exactly. In a matter of seconds, Batman realizes that the Ferrari is heading straight into a bus loaded with passengers. Using the Batmobile's top speed, Batman gets ahead of the Ferrari and activates the airbags in the front of the car simultaneously with the parachute in the rear.
Hey-o.
That's the airbags. Oh my god.
More cushion for the pushing?
Oh! No, I was gonna say, party in the front and the back?
Party in the front and the back.
The Batmobile. Slowly, Batman forces the bus to brake while the Ferrari careens out of control towards the sidewalk and into a narrow alley. Once the crisis has been averted, Batman approaches the... Yeah, don't say crisis.
A very tiny crisis.
Don't say crisis in a DC
No
book.
other superheroes were called.
We panic when you mention crisis in a DC book.
Especially in 1989.
Once the crisis has been averted, Batman approaches the driver and confronts him, grabbing him out of the car. As he asks the motive behind his reckless actions, "Where's the trigger?" Batman is utterly shocked when the man starts breaking apart and turns to dust in his hands. Ben Reilly?
He's just there with a cloud of dust and a bag full of money, and I'm like, that's what's up.
I love Ben Reilly.
Oh.
That's a 1980s party. If you know, you know. A bag of dust and a bag full of money.
Oh, okay.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
I mean, he's got everything he needs to bribe the Gotham police, so.
You need a box of donuts to grab the Gotham police.
No, trust me, they're so corrupt, they'll take the bag of money and the bag of dust.
Oh.
We need the money. Gimme.
The police soon arrive at the scene and they find a baffled Batman near a cloud of dust and a bag full of money. He killed it for the money!
Then he just pulls, y'all know who I am, stop playing with me, I don't need this man's money.
Look at my car, you think I need money? Look at my
Let's least. We all know Batman lives a least trust fund lifestyle, bro. We know.
Look at my big blue midlife crisis over there. You really think I need money?
Oh. The covers get progressively cooler. This one's kind of like, nah. The next one's like, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Night Move's been working on a night move.
Oh yeah, this one is just them like racing down the street, yeah. Elsewhere, Tenzin Wyatt, owner of the Tibet shop and a man who has a background in ancient magical arts, is anxiously waiting for something to happen when suddenly the loan shark, Rafe Kellogg, loan shark? I thought with a name like Rafe Kellogg it'd be a serial killer. Oh! Person who was...
That Kona can suck it.
Oh! Kona taking some shrapnel already.
Suck it, Kona.
Come on, that baby's a couple of months old. I need the dad jokes. Let's get it.
Hey-o. Bursts into his place with two of his goons by his side. They demand Tenzin pays them their money, and Tenzin only replies that his friend is coming with the money.
We need the money. Gimme.
But the criminals don't believe him. Like this, the enforcers proceed to brutally beat Tenzin, but Rafe has a change of heart and decides to wait for the friend. At that moment, Batman and the police have located the owner of the Ferrari. An elderly, wealthy man informs them that he was robbed and that the criminal also stole some money from him. The man is baffled at the fact that the criminal only took $500,000 out of $7 from the safe. Without any
ethics, man. Ethics.
That's all he needed. Without any other clues, Batman and the officers go their separate ways, and one of the officers grumbles in frustration about forgetting to give Batman his speeding ticket. Oh, please. He would have you handcuffed on the ground in 2 seconds. Remember Shadow the Bat?
He would get Gordon to write it off, because that's his boo. Mm-hmm. So take care of this, Gordon.
Fix this ticket. After waiting enough, Rafe Kellogg decides to leave Tenzin with a dreadful warning after he is again beaten to a pulp by his bodyguards.
As you do.
It's like, don't kill him. You can't pay to kill him.
I mean, do you know how much a kidney is worth? I'm just saying.
Oh, true.
If you part them out.
I
mean, allegedly.
A lot of work, I guess. Hurting and wasted, Tenzin decides to use his abilities once again to summon a spirit that will adopt his own physical appearance and act on his behalf. Tenzin's avatar is almost an exact double of him, and he commands the figure to steal $500,000 from Wayne Manor.
Idiot!
It's like house.
Catwoman don't go there, bro.
I know, but it's like, yeah, a house in the middle of nowhere, one of Gotham's richest peak guys. You don't think there's going to be an alarm or something, you know?
Well, they heard Bruce Wayne was a drunk. Oh, we should probably give a definition of a tulpa real quick in case you are not familiar with Tibetan mysticism or the TV show Supernatural. It's a concept in mysticism / paranormal. Like it's an object that's created through like spiritual mental powers. So yeah, and it just basically means emanation or manifestation. The most overused word, by the way, manifestation. I hate that word. Manifest it.
Keep laying down those lessons, man. You're going to manifest somebody.
We're doing me now?
You know, I try. When the professor's not around, I try to teach y'all something.
Pirates, arg!
Alright, so the next night, Bruce has analyzed all possibilities to the strange event that happened the night before, but he can't find an answer, so he goes out again, hoping to clear his mind while fighting crime. That's how he relaxes.
Seriously, beating up low-level henchmen. Like, that just tells you everything you need to know.
Beating up the poor, yeah. Shortly thereafter, the avatar of Tenzin breaks into Wayne Manor and finds the safe. But Alfred wakes in the middle of the night after he notices a disturbance and he confronts the Avatar.
A disturbance in the Force?
Oh! Oh, my lord. These are not the puns you were looking for.
Suck it, Lilith.
Totally wrong universe.
Suck it, Lilith.
The evil force has instructions on not using lethal force, and thus he knocks Alfred aside before running away without the loot. However, before the Avatar could leave, Alfred manages to place a bat bug on his clothes.
Hello.
Get it? A bat tracer?
Suck it, Peter Parker.
Oh!
That baby's got better range, though. I have no doubt.
I'm gonna have to take that drop and cut off the Parker.
Yikes. Save it for the Patreon.
I'm here for Peter.
Gobble, gobble.
What?
Hey, it's Friday night. Y'all know how it goes down on a Friday night.
Gobble, gobble.
Don't act shocked and surprised.
Out of the gooch.
Whoa. Oldie but a goodie.
Nailed it.
Alfred soon calls Batman to the phone in the Batmobile while the Dark Knight is disposing of the regular Gotham City criminals. When he is informed about the situation at Wayne Manor, Batman activates the tracking device in the Batmobile and follows the trail of the Avatar, who has returned empty-handed back to Tenzin. Frustrated and anguished, Tenzin decides to eliminate the Avatar, turning him to dust after his failure, and the Batbug is destroyed. After losing the signal, Batman starts scouting the area in which it was last seen, and he will soon locate the thief. In a moment of desperation at the thought of facing another beating by Kellogg, Tenzin decides to summon a dark entity from hell.
Uh-oh, I smell Etrigan.
Well, not yet, but we'll get
Spoilers!
So, speaking as a creature from hell, what did you think of Hellfire?
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. No, it's a nice little, like, this feels more like it should be in, like, another book, not specifically detective, but I kind of like the vibes for detective. We kind of don't deal with, like, the mysticism and stuff. Mysticism, but it's, like, mundane, too, at the same time, so I like that kind of, like, hook for the story.
Well, once again, I mean, we don't have Shadow of the Bat yet, so it's kind of, it's kind of like the second Batman book, so you can kind of do a little more weird stuff.
Yeah. But definitely when you get into Shadow of the Bat and, Legends of the Dark Knight and stuff like that, you just, like, it does feel out of place for a detective comic, especially if you, like, grew up in the 90s. Like, the late 90s is when you started reading Detective or Batman. It definitely feels out of place going back.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not in a bad way.
Mm-mm.
Things evolve and change, especially the Bat books.
Just looking at some of these notes. Yes, it was a Ferrari Testarossa.
Oh, cheap.
This issue is reprinted in Legends of the
Might as well be driving a Maserati Ghibli. Just saying.
Burn.
Don't be basic.
But not only is this on DC Universe Infinite, it's also reprinted in Legends of the Dark Knight, Norm Breyfogle Volume 1, and in Batman the Dark Knight Detective Volume 4. Oh, this issue marks the start of Alan Grant's run as solo writer of Detective Comics without John Wagner.
Oh, so he's like, I ain't got nobody to hold me back. I'm doing what I want. What I want.
First solo Bat story, yeah. He went for it by the third issue, man. He went for it.
Definitely. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Is Lilith on a date? Okay. All right, you ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
Yeah, that cover is pretty... All right, so Detective Comics, number 602 from July 1989. Same
Part 2, Night Moves.
Yep, same team. That's right, Tulpa Part 2, Night Moves.
We're getting a little chest.
Ew. Batman is...
Like playing a little chess, being a little pawn.
Get down there. Batman is still scouting the area in which the signal from his tracer device was last seen, looking for the man who broke into Wayne Manor and assaulted Alfred. In short...
Assault is a strong word, but okay.
I know, he pushed him over. In short, he is still seeking retribution.
Vengeance shall be... Oh, he is not the knight, he is not vengeance. That's our shtick, first of all.
He's just like, New excuse to beat someone. Yes. At that moment, not far from there, Jason Blood and Randu Singh play a chess game, but Blood is unable to concentrate.
Jason Blood, you say? Why does that name sound so familiar?
I didn't even think of that, but I believe, like I said, this was like my first off the spinner rack, Detective Comics. I think this was the first story I read with Etrigan too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was like, Jason Blood. Wait. Jason Todd's blood? Wait. We know he's still bleeding out. And
oh, you poor sweet summer child.
I know. Well, come on, 89 moles. I was 11. I'm sorry. I was like, wait, what?
I know. But like Jason Blood is very interesting, especially when you get into the Merlin stuff.
Oh yeah, he's a thing.
It's such a shame that Arrow didn't go there. Like Etrigan would have been superior to like any of the League of Shadows crap that we had to deal with.
Or if we even if Constantine had been able to keep going as a series.
Exactly. Well, we were going there because we got the Spectre and all that, and the cult. I honestly think the cult that Zed was running from was Brother Blood's cult.
Nice.
Just saying.
Yes, but Jason Blood can't concentrate because he's thinking about the curse of coexisting with the demon Etrigan, even after he was freed from the curse. But ultimately, things were reverted by Darkseid.
Boo!
Well,
go home, you're drunk. Boo!
Well, he's all fancy because you do know Darkseid is.
As Darkseid does.
Oh, did you see? I think they just announced it today. Did you see the new book Tom King's doing? Human Target.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That character has had 3 failed TV shows, and I still think Arrow was my favorite version.
Yeah.
But no, that is awesome that we're getting another Human Target book.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna like link it into like Suicide Squad or Secret Six or something like that.
I don't know.
Because like that's a character that needs to be like spread around, as it were. Get a lot of hype for it. I'm just saying.
I mean, if nothing else, I could totally see it in appearance by Secret Six or Suicide Squad. Well, especially with somebody having a movie coming out soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm trying to remember when they said when the book comes out, but yeah, I could definitely see that. In the middle of the match, Randu notices a disturbance in the spiritual world, but ignores the warning.
Well, that's what you get.
Ignore that spider sense, kid. I'll tell you what.
Gotta trust your intuition.
Elsewhere, Tenzin Wyatt, the man who created an avatar duplicate of himself using magic known as Tulpa, and then sent it to steal from Wayne Manor, is currently summoning another entity. Only this time, it is a dark and powerful avatar known as Ma'akala. The summoning...
Third time's the charm!
The summoning process is hard, and after facing other demons, the conjuring is finished. How?
I think it's Mahakala.
Malakala? Okay. But yes, the process was hard.
How hard is it?
Well, they finished the conjuring, so
Hey-oh! Was it conception, or did Lilith Hellfire's parents complete the conjuring?
Straight up Hellspawn, baby. Straight up Hellspawn.
It is then that Batman spots Lone Shark Rafe Kellogg and his thugs walking into the Tibet shop, where Tenzin is waiting for them. Kellogg threatens Tenzin to pay the money that was loaned to his father prior to his death. But
damn, it's not even his debt, bro. No! See, this is what I'm saying, man. This is worse than the government, bro.
Hey, man, it's like the government taxing, when you inherit stuff.
Oh yeah.
God, I mean,
put it in a trust. Not legal advice, but put it in a trust.
I mean, he shouldn't have to, but instead of like raising like a demon or something, why didn't this guy just like move out of Gotham?
Oh, see, this is the thing about gangsters. If you owe them money, a substantial amount of money, this rings true whether in the comic books or real life. They'll find you.
That's true.
They'll find you.
I know, but this guy says he like loves Tibet. Why don't he just move to Tibet?
I don't think they were letting white people move to Tibet back then, unless you were Richard Gere.
Good practice, yes. We're like locusts. Yeah, don't let white people into your country, kids. But Tenzin refuses, knowing that he is now under the protection of Malakala, Batman takes a closer look at the situation and is stunned when the Tulpa avatar attacks the criminals and brutally murders one of them.
Uh-oh, better get out of here, Shaggy. You might get blamed for it.
The thing's built like the Hulk and has like 4 arms? It's like, oh. It has a giant axe.
Now talk about a small crisis where you might want to call in Superman. Oh wait, he's actually affected by magic. Call Wonder Woman.
When a giant demon with an axe to grind comes after you, get out of town. The criminals shoot at the demon avatar, but the bullets are totally ineffective. Duh, that's magic. Batman then bursts into action with no better results and is easily defeated. However, the distraction created by Batman was enough to allow Rafe and his henchmen to escape.
And his henchmen! Batman's getting old and soft in his, in his old age.
Oh, I'm sorry, henchman, because the other one got killed.
Yes, hench person. There we go.
That's right, Lilith. You know how he identifies. Come on.
Exactly.
The avatar of Malakala then goes after them, and when Batman recovers, he talks to Tenzin, who tells Batman about the demon and informs him that since it was born of wrath and vengeance, he will not be satisfied until he kills Kellogg.
Sound familiar, Bruce? Sound familiar?
Something.
An old gangster, axe to grind.
The whole point of your existence at this point blowing up in your face, kid.
Yowza.
Batman tends the bullet wound of Tenzin and calls an ambulance that will arrive to help him. When the police finally arrive and Batman makes sure that Tenzin is safe, he goes looking for help against the Avatar. I wonder...
Whoever could he call?
I don't know! To flip back to the beginning of this issue. Meanwhile, Rafe and his henchman are glad to have escaped Malakala, but the Avatar soon finds them and they run away in desperation. At that moment, Batman interrupts the chess match between Jason Blood and Randu, but Jason reacts preemptively to avoid helping Batman under any circumstances. True to Jason's fear, Batman is in need of Etrigan, but Jason's stand on the matter is strong. Nonetheless, Randu offers Batman his help, which is nowhere as helpful as Etrigan would be in order to stop.
Rude! Beggars can't be choosers, Bruce! Rude!
Well, even like Batman's like, okay, you have some mystic abilities, but you're like a blind guy. And it's like, I'm not going to hold your...
call Constantine.
True. But again, at this point, isn't Hellblazer just started and they kind of have him packed off in his own little corner?
Swamping somebody.
Again, Wonder Woman.
She was busy being better. Better than she is now.
How about anyone from the Justice League?
Anybody? Aquaman? Aqualad?
Batman's like, oh, even settle for Guy Gardner.
Yikes. As long as I get to punch him in the face.
That's true. Clean up my mess and I'll only punch you in the face once. One punch.
Oh, tomorrow, remind me to send in feedback for Green Lantern, the Green Lantern podcast.
Wait, what? Tomorrow? What?
When we record tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Just remind me before we get off, because I got something to say.
Oh, nice. Okay. You have till Tuesday. All right. But Randu offers Batman his help, which is nowhere near as helpful as Etrigan. Moments later, Rafe and his henchmen are completely exhausted from running.
Lieutenant Kitch!
But the Avatar is still on their trail. In a desperate attempt, Rafe attacks Lieutenant Kitch and has himself...
Stanley, get out of here! Nobody asked for you!
Man, I swear, every story, man, Kitch is getting punched in the face. It's either Batman or this guy.
Stanley, go home!
Because they don't want to punch Gordon in the face, so of course we had to have a kid.
Exactly.
Kellogg punches Kitch, so him and his henchmen can be taken inside the police car. Despite this effort, Malakala has reached them, and Batman listens to Kitch's backup request over the police radio relay in the Batmobile, giving him the location of the demon Avatar. As this happens, Jason Blood is alone in his apartment, realizing how hopeless is the situation for mere mortals and how destiny has tricked him once again into unleashing the demon that consumes his existence.
Okay, so, side note, don't you think it's funny that ever since they moved from 666 Fifth Avenue, that they haven't quite been as successful? I'm just throwing it out there. When you think about it and trace it back, all goes back to that move.
You make a deal with the devil, can't go back, kid.
Exactly. It's like you get to be good in the 80s, but you're going to miss out on that sweet, sweet 2020 money. You ain't going to go bankrupt like Marvel in the 90s. But it's going to catch up with you, kid. Got a price to pay. And it's Bendis.
Oh.
See? Okay, look. No, it's coming together. So, it was also a Bendis deal. So, it was like a 2-for-1. He's like, I'll weave it in. See? Because the devil always has a plan, you see.
No, that's their
He
price.
loves it when a good plan comes together.
No, that's their price for breaking the pact.
Bendis.
I'm just saying. I think every time I think about it, it's just like, and we're doing like kind of like a creepy mystic story. I'm just like, man, they just need to move back at that point. It's a hell math and harness that energy, baby. Okay, moving on. Sorry.
It doesn't feel right, bro.
All right. So what did you think of this one?
I thought that this one was a lot more fast paced, but still at the same time, lots of like exposition and foot dragging. Like they just wanted this to be 3 issues. It's like a mandate or something. Like, yeah, we're trying to spin our wheels and kill some time here. Make it 3 issues. Make it a mini arc.
I guess he was trying for arcs because this one's 3. The next one was that Clayface one we did early on, which is 4 issues. Yeah.
I mean, it's easier to plot out, I guess, when you have like mini arcs, especially like when you're the only person, working on a book. You don't really have that extra hand. So like if you plot out like, okay, 3-issue arc, 4-issue arc, 3 issue, I just unfortunately it feels like he's spinning his wheels. This could have easily been 2 issues.
Hey man, he's teasing us with Etrigan. He's coming.
Well, yeah, you do want the build up for sure. So there's that. Okay, I'll give him that.
But yes, the event where Jason Blood and Etrigan were separated and put back together was Cosmic Odyssey. Oh man, lots of stuff happened there. John Stewart let a planet blow up.
Now that's what we should have covered this summer. Next summer.
Cosmic Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! We'll get the boys in on this. I mean, John Stewart's in there. Yeah. All right. Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Don't you just love it when we plan our shows out on the podcast live? We'll do it live!
Don't write it! That's right. Just wait for Red Sonja in September on Ultimate Spider-Cast.
Nice.
We're all over the place.
Tricky Dicky.
I think Lilith Hellfire dated him in college. Hell. All right. Ready for the last one?
Oh boy. Buckle in, kids. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
All right. Yeah, that's right, kids, because Detective 603, August 1989, Tulpa Part 3, When Demons Clash.
Come and get some.
Oh, my. Same creative team. All right. So, the massive rage Tulpa, Malakula, tears apart the squad car of the police officers driving Rafe Kellogg to police headquarters. Everyone jumps out of the car, and the officers open fire on the beast.
Idiots!
Well,
you can't fix everything with bullets, man!
Guess they gotta try, man. Well, once those guns are empty, they'll just whip the guns at them. Noting the fact that their bullets are useless against a seemingly indestructible creature, the officers and the criminals make a break for it as Malakula tosses the police car aside and pursues them. They turn into a construction site, and soon the Batmobile arrives with Batman and Randu. Batman jumps into action, leaving Randu in the car. I love how he's like, I'm blind. What do you want me to do? He's like, it's voice activated. Just Batman just yells, stop. Just like the movie. Stop. Nice. Get it? That's no Vicky Vale, though. I'll tell you that.
Nice.
You weigh more than 110. That's for the movie.
I know, but it's the 80s. We don't quote 80s. We're not allowed to quote 80s movies anymore.
89.
They're all problematic.
She should have been
90s movies are even more problematic. I didn't think that was possible.
She should have been like, you just have cheap equipment.
Ooh, sheesh.
The grapple gun, Lilith.
Widow line away, baby. To get that joke, please listen to Ultimate Spider-Cast.
Oh my. So yes, Batman jumps out in the action, runs into the construction site after the men and Malakala. Batman doubles back and gets in front of the men. He jumps in the... He jumps in...
Not wearing that cod piece for nothing, baby.
He jumps in the nearby demolition machine and begins operating the wrecking ball.
Miley Cyrus, all right.
I was going to say, he's about to pull Miley Cyrus. Up ahead, Rafe and his henchman continue running as the police open fire at Malakala, who was closing in on Rafe. It is then that Batman swings in on the wrecking ball and smashes into Malakala. See, he did pull Miley Cyrus. With Malakala neutralized, Randu arrives at the scene and physically probes the monster. It says physically, but I don't think they want to say physically.
Let's get physical.
Probably should have said mystically or psychically, something.
Nope, he strapped on a glove and...
Wow!
Gave him his old yearly examination. The gaping hole. Oh, prerequisite, nobody tell Rob.
Wow, Lilith Hellfire, we got like 37 minutes in before we had to drop that.
Nobody tell Rob! We're getting better, kids. We're getting better.
Either that or we're slowing down in our old age.
Damn alcohol.
Don't talk about your man like that.
My one true love.
So Randy's probing the monster, learning that it is still alive and just unconscious. How funny would that be if that did defeat it and like Etrigan shows up? It's like, oh yeah, tell Jason we don't need you now.
It's like, damn it.
That'd be funny. All right, but at his apartment, Jason Blood watches from his window and sees that Batman and Randu conquered the creature without Etrigan's help. Satisfied, Blood drinks to Etrigan's continued imprisonment. However...
Oh, honey. It's only halfway through the book, honey.
I was going to say, yeah, tempt fate like that. Go ahead. However, Randu suddenly stops everyone in the site, and Malakala gets up and throws his axe at them, having recovered from his encounter with the wrecking ball. Everyone ducks and avoids the axe, but the axe hits some scaffolding, causing it to collapse on them. Malakala walks past the limp forms of his targets and retrieves his axe, preparing to kill them all.
I ain't even mad at him at this point.
I was like, he hit me with a wrecking ball. What do you expect? Jason sees this and knows what will happen if he doesn't intervene. Remembering Glenda Mark and Harry Matthews' tragic fates that occurred because he didn't help, Jason, with no alternative solution, releases Etrigan.
Release the Kraken!
Gone to form a van. Rise the demon, Lilith Hellfire. I mean, Etrigan.
Same difference at this point.
Oh.
Only I don't have kids. I don't do kids.
Although she's not spitting fire, man. She brushes those teeth. Etrigan bursts out of Blood's apartment window. He's probably like, okay, I'll let you out. At least use the door.
I know, right? Rude.
Once again, glassmakers in these universes.
How's the first season of Arrow? Like, where he just went crash through every single damn skylight he saw.
I know. This is fun. But yes, he bursts out of the apartment window, laughing maniacally, enjoying his freedom. Etrigan decides that he's only going to help Randu and that everyone else there are his enemies. In the construction site, Batman, still stuck under the scaffolding, sees Malakala turning towards his victims and watches as he prepares to deal a fatal blow to Randu with his axe. Batman forces the scaffolding off of himself, willpower, and swings one of the poles from the scaffolding at Malakala. He hit him right in the face with that pole.
Yikes.
You know you're thinking it, Lilith Hellfire.
I was. Guilty as charged. He hit him right in the face with that sack.
But yeah, he swings the pole at Malakala, who easily blocks this and turns on Batman. Etrigan reaches the scene and watches the fight from atop the wrecking machine, apparently enjoying it. Hope they mean the fight. However, Malakala...
No kink shaming, Philip.
I know. However, Malakala quickly gains the upper hand on Batman, and Etrigan decides to intervene by... I don't know if I can read this with a straight face. Etrigan decides to intervene by blowing hellfire at Malakala.
I mean, in a pinch, it'll work.
Whoa! Even Etrigan will end up in that backyard. Hey! With the monster distracted, Etrigan lands behind him and faces the creature. Malakala turns and rushes at Etrigan, enraged. Malakala swipes at Etrigan, who easily ducks. He grabs Malakala's arm, swings him by it, and throws him into a brick wall. The entire wall collapses on Malakala, burying him. Batman helps the police, Rafe, and Randu out from under the rubble, and Batman explains to a confused Randu that Jason changed his mind about releasing Etrigan and that the demon has come to help them. Sure. Behind them...
Came to help Randu, bro. That's it.
Seriously.
Hashtag shippable.
He likes chess. Come on. Behind them, Etrigan and Malakala continue their fight until Etrigan gains the upper hand and opens his mouth, blasting demon flame into Malakala's face. That's gonna leave.
That had to burn.
I was gonna say that's gonna leave a mark.
Not in the face!
Malakala becomes completely engulfed in flames before finally burning down into a small pile of ash. Horrified, Batman tries to stop Etrigan and grabs him by the shoulder, but the demon burns Batman's hand for the disrespect. All while rhyming the whole time. Burn! An irritated Batman accuses Etrigan of wanting to kill Rafe and his henchmen and challenges him to defeat him first if he wants to succeed. However...
Oh, honey. You're a human.
This isn't Clark. Come on.
Like...
What?
Smoke the doobie.
True.
Smoke the doobie.
The audacity. I can't.
Batman.
I'll be the idiot.
Wait, what's that saying? One guy among gods, they don't know I'm a human. Or what is it? Avengers, all humans, and a god among them. They don't know I'm a god. Jeez.
Don't got no kryptonite this time, kid. However, Etrigan's wrath is stronger, and his desire to feed off the criminal's souls is strong enough to confront Batman, who does his best fighting a supernatural threat. Infuriated at Batman's courage, Etrigan releases his full strength and overpowers Batman, who still fights back despite having all the odds against him. It is then that Etrigan stops for a second and starts laughing, letting Batman go. Batman asks what's so funny, and Etrigan tells Batman that he has noticed Batman's fighting spirit didn't disappear even in the face of the ultimate adversity. Etrigan finds amusing that a mere mortal is somehow trapped in a self-inflicted eternal torment that pushes him forwards at all times and from which he cannot escape.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's pretty bad when a demon from hell says, "Man, I thought I had it bad, kid."
I thought I had issues. That's the problem when you're just a decrepit, decaying meat sack from the minute you're born. Existential dread. Gotta fight it somehow. Am I right?
All right, tone down the sunshine and rainbows, Lord Hellfire. Come on.
It's a Batman book!
I
if
know.
Not here, then where?
But yes, the eternal torment he cannot escape, which gives him a small relief when he compares his own situation. With this, Etrigan gives Batman a parting kiss.
A kiss, baby.
A kiss on the cheek and leaves the place, laughing wildly and telling Batman that whenever he is trapped inside his mortal host, he will be content knowing that he is not alone.
Shipping it.
Oh my god, meanwhile in the asylum, Joker's like, oh my god, there's only one man who's allowed to kiss Batman and laugh about it, and it's not you, kid.
It's me!
Speaking of Etrigan and the Joker, tune in next week.
Payback's the son of a gun.
True. There you go. Meanwhile, Randu approaches Batman, asking about the avatar of Malakala. After telling Randu that the demon is gone forever, Batman also reflects on the fact that there are some demons that never leave and that they only burn inside. I might need some penicillin for that. As Batman mutters these words, Jason Blood returns to his human form, feeling great despair for his eternal curse in a similar fashion as Batman feels, having understood Etrigan's words.
It's like, I'm not doing you. I'm only into Randu over here.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Lilith Hellfire scene.
The subtext was implied heavily.
I know. You see Batman with everybody.
Well, I'm just saying, he's kind of, not the slut shame, but Batman's kind of a slut.
The hard was implied.
he gets around. That man gets around. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my. So yeah, so
that is definitely the best issue. It all comes together, ties it up in a nice, neat little bow. I love how he tries to give us like kind of like this slow burn, and then at the end he gives us like comedy. He gives us something serious. He gives us that existential dread that Batman always deals with. That I feel like a lot of people don't like to dive into. They don't like to think about it. Kid's super damaged. When a demon tells you you're damaged, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like how he brought it all together. Like I was on shaky ground, and then he brought it on home.
And I mean, it's funny too. I mean, it's a refreshing that it's a story where other people who've been tempted to have Batman defeat Etrigan, and it's like, okay, it's kind of not believable. I guess we're not completely a Bat God yet. So
exactly. Now that's what I appreciate the most. The art was great.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very well paced. This last story was very well paced.
Oh yeah.
Worth the 3 stories that could have been 2.
Oh yeah. You had the setup, but it was worth it just like basically a punch him out for the last one. Yeah.
A solid B as in Batman.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say B as in blood.
Jason don't get that much play over here.
Oh. Yeah, I think I gotta agree. Yeah, I think a B is good. And I know Ray will never hear this, but Ray, you should read this. I'm sure if Russell hasn't read this, he probably will.
All right, so we had a lot of Bat books this week.
Well, I have 3. Do you have more than that?
Let's see. Secret Files, The Signal #1, Batman 110, and The Adventures Continue Season 2. But then there's also the Fortnite book.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get that. But the last part of Next Batman Second Son was out also.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not see that.
4 of 4, yep.
I'll have to download that from Comicsology then.
But yeah, I didn't see the Signal one. Was that good?
I enjoyed it. I always like to try to give a one shot, a number, a 1. It was a $5 book, just warning. But I liked it more than what they did with that, originally, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's Duke,
Yeah.
I like the way that they wrote Duke, so, yeah.
Was it just one story, or were there a bunch of stories in there?
Just one story.
Okay.
It was written by Tony Patrick, and the art was by Christian Deuce. Like I said, it's a $5 book. I don't know if it's worth $5, but the art is stunning. I really like that costume and the way that they play with the colors and the shadows and the movement of the suit and stuff. Very, very nice. Very nicely done. The story, it was okay.
Serviceable.
Serviceable, yes. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, for $5, could have spiced up just a little bit more.
I forgot that Fortnite was out. I should have had Charlie Esser pop on here for 5 minutes. Big. Okay, go ahead.
I figured you guys were going to talk about it on super connectivity, so I didn't bother. Plus, I'm not really into Fortnite. That's not my thing.
I mean, I read the first couple just because I wanted to read that Snake Eyes one, but I mean, it's okay. But it's basically, Batman doesn't have a memory from it, at least the parts I read, and it's just like,
It's like that Tom Cruise movie. I've already seen that Tom Cruise
and it gets everything gets reset after like 15 minutes. So it's like, okay. It's not a bad story, but just like a lot of video game fighting. I don't know why Charlie's like raving about it.
Because he's not a DC fan.
I guess.
You don't know.
But if this was like a Marvel character, I wouldn't even picture him raving about it then either. I don't know.
The man likes what he likes. He's not a duck, and we love him for it.
He doesn't put on airs. He's a simple man.
We're doing me now.
Remember, you will summon him.
I'm not a fancy man.
Just don't mention the mole man, and we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk Batman 110, I guess.
Yeah.
James is over here doing his thing with Jorge. You gotta appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the note. I like that they're just giving us fisticuffs. like if you like a punch 'em up Batman story, this should be a couple of issues for you.
And what do you think of Miracle Molly?
I like the backup better. I'll just put it to you.
Oh my! Oh, Ghostmaker.
Yeah. Now that Kung Fu Showdown, suck it, Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, I've been feeling Ghostmaker. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that I like the backup story more than
I mean, he's basically going through the same training as Batman, but he's like, I don't know about
He
anymore.
doesn't like talk about somebody that's not really putting on airs. It's just like pure rage and just get it doneness. I like it.
A few issues back, I think he said something. I don't know if he's like a psychopath or it's just like he's just like, yeah, I don't feel emotion or no offense, but yeah, I think he was just like, yeah, I don't feel human emotion and stuff.
I'm a sociopath, not a psychopath.
Yeah.
I can kill you and know what to do with the body. I'm not just going to leave the body there to get caught.
Animals, you know what I'm saying?
Pig farm. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed it though. I thought, is James leaving sometime soon or no?
I don't know. Well, I think he's doing Fear State in next month. Is that next month? I think.
Is that like his send off? I felt like I heard somewhere that he was leaving the book.
I don't know. If I saw that, I don't remember, but
he's been on this book a while.
Oh yeah, before Joker.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like usually by now they're ready to. I'm surprised they didn't just tell him give him the Depot at 100
since Tom King left. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
It's serviceable, but I'm expecting the next arc to be better.
And I'm assuming someone's showing up for Fear State.
The whole it's all Bat Fam on hand.
Oh yeah.
On deck, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What do you think about like the Peacekeepers? Because that was like that's from like
that can go.
That's from Future State. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of like Kindred at this point. Get it out of here.
But I love the point. I love the point where it's like, it's like Batman. Why should Gotham trust you? You're working with people like Harley Quinn.
I thought we've determined that Harley Quinn's a good guy now.
Well, maybe not to the public of Gotham. Maybe people victimized by the Joker in the past.
I mean, she's got to be better than Punchline. Am I right, Charlie Esser?
Oh, please, she'll win the public over.
Exactly.
Wearing them tank tops.
I mean, he's always been dubious.
Oh,
with his alliances and stuff like that. And he's brought more trouble to Gotham than he solved.
And the new mayor don't have time for vigilantes.
They never have time for vigilantes. But somehow, the whole Gotham's full of them. Like 13 of them.
I know. Oh, speaking of mayors, did you read Batman: The Adventures Continue Season 2, Number 2?
Of course I did. This is my favorite book now that I'm all caught up. I was being like resistant and pig-headed about it, but yeah, I like it.
I don't know if I would have given it a chance, but like the first issue of the first season came out, like right at the beginning of COVID, so like there weren't a lot of books coming out. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy this digitally, give it a chance, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I just like the artwork. It's very comfortable. You know what I mean? Like it's a very comfortable, read, very relaxing. Everything feels familiar. Like I like visiting this universe, basically.
Because it's like based on the animated series and like the book.
It's got Santana in it. This issue specifically, so
And Dead Man.
Yes, Court of Owls. I am a sucker for Court of Owls. As much crap as I give it, it is one of those. It's better than Joker. I always remember when we were doing Court of Owls, we could always be doing a Joker story.
True. Court of Owls and their new recruit, Mayor Hamilton Hill
Jr.
Well, no, they went after the old man, but
yeah. But yeah, and then it's like Talon. They brought back Talon, which I really can't believe they never adapted into like the main continuity when they took Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. So shout out to Ty Templeton on the art. I just love how it invokes that old school Batman the animated feel. Like just even though Nightwing has the ponytail, I'll let it go.
I know. Well, that's what.
I know.
That's what we need more Nightwing. He was big on the cover, but I mean, he was only in like the first.
Bait and switch.
I know. Well, they know what sells.
But like, and also shout out to Dead Man. Like, I don't know. Like, they're just doing like stuff that we need Batman the animated series to have a revival.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
And of course,
the whole Justice League, the whole old DC animated universe with like Justice League, Superman, all that needs to be like back in play.
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, oh man, I got to read that. I didn't read it. Did you? Yeah, that Justice League Unlimited by our good friend JMD Mateus came out this week too.
I did. I actually have not read it yet because I was trying to get caught up on all my Batman for this week.
I didn't,
but I will read it tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't either. But yeah, I plan on reading that.
Yeah, so since we have downtime tomorrow on a Saturday morning, I'm going to read all the other stuff that I have left over to read. So.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, but I should have mentioned Alan Burnett and Paul Dini are the writers on this book, so that's definitely like part of keeping that Batman animated series vibe. They work so well together. I can't recommend this book enough if you're like an old head 90s kid. Definitely a good Batman book to pick up.
Hell, if you just love Batman the animated series, hey, Connor McKenna, I think you were talking about he was watching it lately and getting into it. I'm like, hey, I'll pick this up. It's good.
I mean, it holds up. That that cartoon still holds up.
Oh yeah, and of course it's by the creator, original creators, of course.
Yeah, although Killing Joke, just saying, he can definitely do wrong.
I know.
But on that note,
all right. Did you read? You said you read Second Son, or no?
No, like it's on the pile.
But so did you read the first couple parts?
I did. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, so are we gonna have two Batmen running around?
Yeah, like what are we doing here?
Because
I'm very confused.
Because at the end of this, they are already saying, to be continued in I Am Batman #0. And again, why do we need a new guy? If we wanted to do this, why couldn't we just use Luke instead?
Didn't they learn the lesson about diversity for diversity's sake and fake wokeness during Convergence? Like, I feel like we've been here, we've done that, we should have learned our lesson.
I just don't understand why we...
Is it just me? That's what it feels like. It feels like that thing they did in Convergence.
Why are we using Luke's brother instead of Luke? Luke's been here for how many years now?
I know! Luke's established!
We have a version of Luke on Batwoman. It's like, come on, synergy. It's like...
They are straying further and further from the light with every single day. I don't get it. Their leadership is terrible.
I mean, I hate to say this, but are they just like playing it because it's like, oh, Luke is too much of a good guy. We want like a black guy with like a troubled past or something.
I don't know what it is, but it feels icky. It feels icky.
I know. I'm trying to give this a chance, but I'm just like, ugh.
It feels icky. Like, this is not how you win over your black fans. I'm sorry.
Heard it from black fan kids, yeah.
And I'm here for Luke. Like, I'm almost always here for Luke. But it's kind of like, you know what it would be like? It would be like in, Batman Beyond. And it's like, we do the revival. Well, they kind of sort of actually did kind of do this. And it wasn't Terry. It was his brother. Like that, just a jab in the heart, whatever.
It just seems like they're trying to, Lucius Fox, I swear, had like a normal family. Now they're just making like a dysfunctional family for, it seems like,
I know, it's like
dysfunctional
he
family.
Was a good man. He was like a good mentor to, like, it's weird what they're trying to do with the Fox legacy. It feels icky.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to try to give it the 0 issue a chance, but I don't have any hopes for it. I have no expectations.
That Wayne money is a curse, I tell you.
Good thing you don't have it no more.
Well, Lucius does. That's what I'm saying. The curse transferred to Lucius and his family.
Oh, well, more money, more problems.
Oh.
He tried to tell y'all. Biggie tried to tell y'all.
All right, so we done?
Give the kids the homework.
All
yes,
right.
sir.
I should have opened the schedule while you're doing your biggie, but no. Need a hologram. All right. Oh yes, that's right. Next week, kids, more Etrigan goodness, and as we said, a tale also with the Joker from Batman 544 through 546. Another 3-parter with Etrigan wasn't in all 3 of these, but
it was the build-up, the rage, the simmering rage.
And then in 2 weeks, we start 2 weeks of crossovers, because in 2 weeks we get the Batman and Spider-Man New Age of Dawning.
Lord.
And then in 3 weeks, Batman and Daredevil King of New York.
God, it feels like we've been hyping this up forever, bro.
Doesn't feel right, bro. And then we should be at that point, the week after that, we should be to Batman The Long Halloween Part 2.
Yes.
Hopefully they
rated R for what? We'll see.
Hopefully they stick the landing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then I threw in a treat the week after that for Lilith Hellfire. Batman Shadow of the Bat 36. Batman team up with Black Canary.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right.
Nice one and done. Batman, Black Canary.
I don't ship it. She belongs with Ollie.
Oh,
or
yeah.
She belongs with no one.
All right, kids. So, send your thoughts. A lot of good stuff coming. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
Suck it, Ray.
Oh! On Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to this YouTube channel. Read Lilith Hellfire's lips. Suck it, Ray. Links to the Patreon, and you are definitely not going to want to miss July on the Patreon, kids. Uncensored Wade's World, Uncensored Spidercast.
Uncensored Ultimate Spidercast. Whatever could we be up to?
I'll give you a hint. It's the effing Juggernaut. So links to the Patreon, links to merch. Stay hydrated.
And get a t-shirt.
And stay in touch. Find everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please support all things Southgate Media Group. Go to southgatemediagroup.com.
There's over 300 podcasts on the website, you know.
What? That's right. And if you want even more Southgatey goodness, go check out the Southgate Media Group Patreon. There's a bunch of free content on there, paid content.
This Week in Geek, from Broken to Brave, one of my favorite podcasts.
The Fandom Zone, Happiness and Darkness, Set Lusting Bruce.
Nice.
So please go sign after you sign up for the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Go sign up for the Southgate Media Group Patreon, and you can also support the network by picking up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback.
And when you do,
use the link for the network in the show notes when you go on Amazon, because it helps support this show, the network, and
that escaped demons from hell himself.
That man running from a demon, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom.
What did you say?
I get so much right. Mark my words.
All right, Demon from Hell, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people find you?
Just a hell spawn. If you guys want to hang out with me on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making random comments, as always, at Lilith Hellfire69.
Be gentle with me.
Or not.
Oh!
Get there from all sides.
Said don't be gentle.
Cold, wet, hard nipples.
No. We saved that for the Spider Cast.
2001. All right, kid. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back in 1 week for more Etrigan. This time the Joker's casting spells. What?
Oh no.
So yes, please join us. Ray may not hear this, but you should. Although even Ray should be listening to this. He said he wants to learn more DC. Come on, dude. And hold a crap. I told him to start with Nightwing if you want to start with Nightwing.
Bad girl of Burnside.
Oh. Alright, so, everyone, you and Ray should join us. Same bat time.
Same bat channel. We are the night.
The Batman Podcast.
Hey there, everyone. I'd like to tell you about the YouTube channel I Am Your Target Demographic. If you're a fan of comics, we have plenty that you'll enjoy over there, including a series called Heroes Like Us that explores comic characters of all sorts of different identities. And we even have a series that defines words that are used in nerd culture that you may not know what they mean. So you can check us out by heading to YouTube and searching I Am Your Target Demographic, or look up IAYTD on any social media outlet.